Today is Tuesday, June 24, 2014. It's the 175th day of the year. There are 190 days remaining until the end of 2014. Sunrise today is at 5:07 a.m. The sun sets at 8:38 p.m. Length of daylight hours today is 15 hours, 30 minutes, 55 seconds. 11 seconds shorter than yesterday. Tomorrow will be 16 seconds shorter than today. The waning crescent moon with 7.3% illumination is 27 days old, rises at 3:17 a.m. and sets at 6:10 p.m. The moon passes above downtown Rutland City today at 244,423 miles distant from the center of planet Earth within the second zodiacal designation, Taurus the Bull. On this day in 1374, a sudden outbreak of the so-called St. John's dance causes people in the streets of Aachen, Germany, to experience hallucinations and begin to jump and twitch uncontrollably until they collapse from exhaustion. Occurrences break out across Europe during the course of about 200 years and then disappears as quickly as it has begun, depicted in the historical record and in art, notably engravings made from drawings by Peter Bruegel the Elder during the 16th century Dutch and Flemish Renaissance. Dancing mania, sometimes called dancing plague, affects thousands of people. In 1274, a sizable group of people, perhaps 200, dance across a bridge spanning the Meuse River in Germany. The bridge collapses under their dancing feet. Earlier, in 1237, a large group of children leave their homes to jitterbug from Erfurt to Arnstadt. 200 years later, in 1428, in Schaffhausen, a monk whose awesome moves are remembered and incorporated into country dances for years afterward dances until he drops dead from exhaustion. He earns an enthusiastic ovation from the gathered curious and enthralled onlookers for his efforts. That same year, a group of women in Zurich, in a dancing frenzy, carry on through a day and night and then another day. The outbreaks become so common, musicians join in and play to soothe the dancers and provide rhythmic cues to guide their steps and changes. One of the largest recorded outbreaks begins in Strasbourg, Alsace, which was then part of the Holy Roman Empire. A woman, Frau Trophäa, begins to dance and continues non-stop for 6 days. Soon, within a week, she's joined by 34 others. Within a month, there are 400 dancers, some of whom crumple from heart attack, stroke, or exhaustion. It's said that mid to late 20th century huckster showmen Dick Clark and Don Cornelius make large, enviable fortunes exploiting young people suffering from dance fever by producing televised events allowing millions of onlookers to join at home. Martha and the Vandellas' Motown hit Dancing in the Streets in 1964 is about a national outbreak of dance fever, and later Black Power advocate H. Rap Brown plays the song while organizing demonstrations. The song becomes an anthem of civil rights and social change because summer's here and the time is right for dancing in the streets. All over AM radio this week in 1966, the Supremes' Love Is Like an Itching in My Heart peaks on Billboard's Hot 100 in the number 9 position. It's number 7 on Billboard's R&B chart and number 9 on the Cashbox Pop Singles chart. This song is recorded in 1965 but not released until a year later. Unlike most of the Supremes' hits, which had light and airy feelings and were pop-styled, Itching in My Heart has a sound with a driving, soulful, and brassy feeling, and a heavier bottom created by drummer Richard Pistol Allen and James Jamerson, bass player for the Detroit-based Session Players, later known as the Funk Brothers. Written by Lamont Dozier and Brian and Eddie Holland, similar grooves are usually found in the hits of Martha and the Vandellas and the Four Tops. The Itching in My Heart narrative concerns an unfortunate woman who's been bit by the love bug. She compares her infatuation with serious disease. The specific love bug is never diagnosed, nor is an effective treatment or prognosis. This chronic itch caused by the bug drives the woman crazy in every way and shape and form, and she can't scratch it. Dancing only provides temporary relief. The itch never diminishes. Her yearning for her inamorata gives her no end of aggravation. It's a burning sensation, far beyond imagination. I need some information to help me out of this situation. Love is a nagging irritation causing my heart complication. Love is a growing infection, and I don't know what direction. The Supremes were a featured act on the May 1, 1966 Ed Sullivan Show, performing Love Is Like an Itching in My Heart for a national audience. Other acts on Sullivan that night included James Brown, folk singer-songwriter Nancy Ames, and New Jersey-born stand-up comedian London Lee. French-Algerian novelist Albert Camus writes in The Stranger, "In the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer, and that makes me happy, for it says that no matter how hard the world pushes against me, within me, there's something stronger, something better, pushing right back." From Rutland, Vermont, this is Richard Alcott speaking.